And finally, we can talk about it. It's launch day. Sky Sports have inked a 4-year deal with Top Rank, your promotion. So it means that you would think at this stage, the remaining part of your career will be on Sky Sports. Very exciting times for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited, you know. Like you say, the remainder of my career will be on Sky Sports now. I think this deal with Sky Sports and Top Rank came at the perfect time in my career, you know. With the platform of Sky being at the back of me, I feel now I'm going to be on real big fights, and it's going to be getting shown on the biggest platform. So it's going to help my profile and, you know, rise to the next level, where it should be already. So yeah, it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it, and saving the best till last. You know, the last chapter of my career, and this is going to be the most exciting part and the best part of it. So yeah, I'm really excited to be back on Sky Sports again.
In a bit more like casual way, you must be absolutely buzzing with all this, because you are flying in your career at the moment. I mean,
yeah.
We did the Pro Grey fight, which my personal best night as a boxing reporter, the best fight I've ever seen live.
Yeah.
You just keep going from strength to strength. That was off the back of Baron Chick, which was in its own right a barnstormer. Then you go over and defeat Ramírez in a fight that people saw as a 50-50, which just didn't play out that way. You just must be on such a crest of a wave at the moment. Yeah,
I'm buzzing. You know, the self-confidence and the self-belief and the just feel almost unbeatable at the minute. You know, the current form that I'm in. You know, and the fighters that I've beat recently, and you know, undefeated fighter after undefeated fighter after champion, and you know, it's just I feel so confident within myself now that, you know, I feel almost unbeatable at the minute. You know, on my night, I don't feel there's anybody that can beat me. You know, obviously, unless I have a kind of off night, then it might not go my way. But if I box to my talents and box the way I can box, and you know, stick to game plans, and you know, and use all my skills, I don't believe there's not many people in the world right now, I think, has got a chance of beating me. So I just feel really confident at the minute. You know, I don't want to come across I'm being arrogant, but I just feel so confident in my own ability, and I feel I'm one of the best fighters on the planet at the minute.
Can we move it forward to what's next? 18th of December has been announced today against Jack Catterall, a fight that we fully expected. But nonetheless, it's a big fight, and is it going to be a homecoming for you? Yeah,
it's a homecoming fight for me. You know, I haven't boxed at home since I beat Branchek at the Hydro again.
Which was one of the best atmospheres.
So yeah, it was great. So I've been away on the road since then, over 2 years now since I boxed at home. And you know, the fans, my friends, my family and stuff couldn't come to Vegas with me. So that was like a kind of tarnished achievement. You know, that was like the best achievement of my career. But it was I've kind of forgotten about it because it was tarnished because I couldn't take the fans with me. You know,
Vegas is disappointing as well, because it's not Ricky Hatton levels, but your guys would have drunk that place dry.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'd take a couple of thousand over with me. I think not just Scottish fans, but also fans in the UK.
Yeah.
You know,
that's the thing though. You have made so many UK fans. I remember the night of the final of the World Boxing Super Series. I wondered, with it being London, if you would get the reception that you deserve. But actually, when they announced the winner, we might as well have been in the Hydro. The announcement was brilliant.
That was one of the best atmospheres I've boxed in my whole career, was at that the O2 Arena. You know, the size of the arena and stuff like that as well, and the show that they put on.
Yeah, it was high stakes as well. I think we all knew, brilliant. Like, this is mad.
It was
this
amazing,
is great.
you know, and there was a lot of big names in the audience that night as well. You know, a few famous people and stuff. So it was cool. It was really, and it was just one of the best experiences in my career in terms of atmosphere and things like that. You know, it was amazing.
I'm interested, now you brought that up, how are you coping with your newfound fame? Because a league of their own, I've seen the clip, it looks great, but you know, Martin Compston and Jerry Cinnamon, and people want to be associated with. We've seen Chris Boyd, former Scotland striker, here today. Like, how are you dealing with that? Can you go out? Now, can you go out for a quiet pint now, or doesn't it exist?
I mean, my lifestyle hasn't changed at all. Like, you know, I'm still the same old me. I'm still go about the same bunch of people I've always went about with. I'm still hanging around the same areas. But things like that, you know, meeting cool people, famous people, and going out to. I'm friends with Martin Compston and Gordon Smart, so I go out with them quite a lot, and you know, meeting other guys off TV and doing them shows and stuff like that.
But it shows you're crossing over now. Like your profile has gone through the roof. I know how disappointed you were. We were all disappointed that we didn't have the Ramírez fight, but it has, you know, it hasn't got lost. People do respect your achievements at the moment. Just finally, before I let you go, and I want to phrase this correctly because I'm sure that Jack Catterall is probably getting annoyed already that people are asking you about the next one, the next one. I'm
getting annoyed.
Yeah, I'm sure, because you have to focus on this, because actually it's irrelevant what happens next if you don't beat Jack Catterall.
Listen, but I'm annoyed myself that people keep asking me what's next. I mean, Jack Catterall's next. It's a tough fight. He's unbeaten. He's a worthy champion. He's a solid fighter. He's beaten everybody that's been put in front of him. He's a very skillful, clever fighter. He's got little nuances that he does in the ring that are very good. So I've got my hands full with him. You know, it's a tough fight. You know, it's a real tough fight. One I believe I'm going to win, 100%. But you know, people keep asking me what's your long-term goal?
What about Lopez? What about this fight?
I'm like,
what about that fight?
If I don't beat Jack Catterall, it's gone. All these dreams, I've got my own dreams and ambitions that I want to do, and Jack Catterall standing in the way of them, of me reaching these. And he's got his own dreams and ambitions of becoming undisputed champion, you know, and creating history for himself and for England. And you know, so it's a tough fight. It's a big task for me. I know I'm going in here as the you call it your favourite and things like that, but I never ever pay attention to any of that. I'm not a betting man. I don't pay attention to odds. I don't pay attention to all the rest of the stuff that's going on around it. You know, it's two men in the middle of the ring, and it only takes one punch for the fight to go wrong. And Jack Catterall can handle himself in the ring. He knows his way around the ring, so I'm not looking past him. You know, I'm not taking him lightly at all. You know, he's a good fighter, but it's one that I fully expect to win, and I'm going to be on top form. I think I take care of him very handily at this fight.
Yeah.
And it's one I'm fully focused on though.
And boxing history is littered with people looking past to the next fight and coming unstuck. We've had so many high-profile ones recently.
In recent history as well, you know, there's so many fighters that look to the next thing, and it goes wrong. It goes pear-shaped. It all goes Pete Tong, and then back to the drawing board. So I'm making sure I don't do that mistake. You know, this is a tough fight, but one that I fully expect to come out on top of.